This is a banana. This is an apple. This is an orange. And I promise this effortless 2-minute routine will change the way you eat forever. I'm Dr. Kellyann C. I'm a doctor specializing in biological medicine, a certified nutritionist. My powerful approach to weight loss and anti-aging has landed me on countless national TV shows, from Dr. Oz,
nutritionist and naturopathic Dr. Kellyann C is here,
to the doctors. Why should you listen to me? Transforming people is my specialty, and what's more, I'm really good at it. I've helped hundreds of thousands of people lose weight and become healthy, sexy, and energetic again. I'm the go-to doctor for dozens of celebrities when they need that perfect body for the big screen. This is a banana. This is an apple. And this is an orange. And today, I'm going to reveal how one of these fruits will help you start to shed excess weight, to get out of that funk, lead to effervescent skin, and ultimately bring more joy into your life. And guess what? It's not what you've been told. I have a plan that's really about one thing: getting you healthier than you've ever been, maybe in your entire life. I'm talking rock star health. And as a result, you'll get slim. You'll look and feel younger. This easy at-home technique is going to crush your cravings and peel off the pounds from here, everywhere. You're gonna lose that stored fat, the stuff you can't get rid of. It's gonna help wipe out those wrinkles and erase those puffy bags under your eyes. Period. End of story. I know this because I've seen it happen hundreds of thousands of times in my 20+ years in clinical practice. And now I want it to happen for you. And with me on your team, you're safe, you're loved, and you're important. And I promise this effortless 2-minute routine is not like any of those weight loss gimmicks you've probably already tried. There's no counting calories, no zero carb everything, and definitely no starving on my watch. Plus, I'll also reveal how little fairy dust will change the way you eat forever. And I'll explain more in a moment. And to help you on this journey, I'm going to share these 3 most powerful nutritional gold mines. One of these is the most phenomenal source of protein that will turn you into a natural fat burner. In perfect combination, these gold mines can make you feel smoking hot and alive again, truly alive. If you want factual evidence of how transformative this life-changing method is, look no further. Ta-da, me. I'm living proof. I walk the talk, baby, and I can tell you, I live and breathe the science-backed method every day. I've never had liposuction or used Botox, and I always get compliments on my figure and on my skin. Now, I don't say this to impress you, but I say it to impress upon you that you can have a great body and youthful skin at any age. And if you stay with me, I might just reveal my actual age. And here's a hint. I've already celebrated the big 5-0. But I've got to be honest with you. Of course, I'm not perfect. My own challenges of packing on the pounds, low energy, and lifeless, sagging skin make me the perfect doctor to help you. In just a moment, I'm going to share my breaking point. It's difficult to be so vulnerable, but I want you to learn from my experience. I discovered one simple technique that transformed my life. And now it can transform yours. You see, even as a kid, my parents called me Nancy Drew because I had to figure things out. So while my friends were busy being teenagers, I got a job at Princeton University Health Services helping doctors and their patients. It was there I absolutely fell in love with medicine. I took my passion for health and wellness to the next level while studying biological medicine with the world-renowned Mozart of medicine, Dr. Thomas Rau, at the Marian Foundation and the Paracelsus Clinic in Switzerland. Now, because of this specialized training, celebrities have sought me out to make them red carpet ready or slim down for their latest film. The truth is, you don't have to be a celebrity to achieve miraculous results from my clinically researched method. So here's my promise to you. This program will work. I know because I've seen it time and time again in my practice. And it won't just boost your metabolism. My plan is going to revive your energy and give you back that sparkle. It will help you iron out the wrinkles, tighten, tone, and plump up your skin, soothe your achy joints, and strengthen your bones. But first things first, you need to know what you're up against. I call these things body bankrupters. Why? Because they try to rob you of a healthy, fulfilled life by increasing your cravings, adding inches onto your waist, and creating fine lines on your face. And if you're not vigilant, these body bankrupters will disrupt your sleep and wreck your immune system and pack on hidden fat. As I told Robin Roberts on Good Morning America, that's why I made sure this effortless approach would build you up, support your immune system, and flood your body with a waterfall of nutrients. So I always say, nutrients in, toxins out. Because when you fuel your body with the right nutrition, you're going to see dramatic results like Brittany.
My whole life I struggled with my weight. Then the man of my dreams proposed and I decided to go wedding dress shopping. I found a dress that I loved, but I didn't like how I looked. I had to make a change. I tried Dr. Kellyan's method and I lost around 20 pounds and now down to a total of 40. All I can say is, thank you. I will use this method of healing and health for the rest of my life.
See, your success story can be just like Brittany's. You too can have that after picture. You know, it's time to take your life back. It's time to feel healthy again, young and sexy again. Trust me, I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like when you want to run for the hills instead of being in a photo, or how disappointing it is when you can't zip up your jeans. Although it's hard to talk about this very dark time in my life, it did lead to my pioneering discovery. So I'm very grateful for the lesson. I just turned 45. I had everything I ever wanted. I had become a respected doctor with a full nutritional practice. I was a New York Times best-selling author. I was lecturing around the country and appearing on all the morning programs. I had 2 healthy and happy sons, but privately, I was hitting a wall. You know the proverbial wall. Well, I smacked dead into it. Here I was, standing on the clinic floor saying, why am I getting so tired? Why is my belly popping out? Why aren't my clothes fitting? Why is my hair getting thinner? Why has my skin lost its luster? What's going on? I called my medical colleagues and said, hey, what do you think is happening here? I got the same answer everywhere I went. Well, you're 40 now. You're a mother. What do you expect? But that wasn't good enough for me. Remember that Nancy Drew quality I have? Well, I dug in and started studying ancestral medicine to learn about how lifestyle, genetics, and what you eat affects your system. And I discovered certain foods, high-level power nutrition that works best for your mind, your body, and your soul. I mean, it was so straightforward and yet completely avant-garde. I started using this method myself, and within 2 weeks, I woke up for the first time in a year well-rested. I said, holy cannoli, this is it! My skin started bouncing back. My lips felt fuller. My hair was thicker. And people told me that I looked younger and happier. And the pounds I had gained, they started melting off. I began recommending the secret weapon to my patients. And within weeks, I started seeing phenomenal results. I'm talking about reduced belly fat and bloating, firmer, radiant skin, and restored energy, or what I like to call tiger blood. And let me tell you, that's the kind of energy you want. I'll share this revolutionary formula that brought thousands of my patients and me back to life in a moment. Like Margie. She knocked it out of the park.
This is the first time I have ever lost this much weight without killing myself with exercise to get there. Other health improvements have included a glowing skin complexion, healthy, shiny hair, and beautiful, strong nails that grow quickly. I feel healthy, happy, and content.
Go, Margie. I'm so proud of all my patients, but I do need to warn you. Before I go any further, I must expose my top 3 body bankrupters. Remember, these bankrupters try to steal your thunder and drag you down. That's why I'm here to empower you and give you the tools to beat them to a pulp. Are you ready? Well, the first body bankrupter makes my blood boil. It honestly takes everything I have not to walk up to complete strangers and beg them to stop consuming this toxin. I call this the sugar demon.
For years, diet experts told us to replace sugar with artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. You know, those pink, blue, and yellow packets? Think those zero-calorie artificial sugars are better for you? Well, think again. In fact, the more you eat or drink, the more fat your body creates and stores. So let me repeat that. Artificial sugars can actually make you gain more weight than real sugars. Not only that, they can destroy your gut. More on that in a moment. Well, how? Scientists create artificial sweeteners, not Mother Nature. And some of these synthetic substances are several 100,000 times sweeter than natural sugar. And that messes with your mind and causes an internal scramble because your body doesn't recognize these unnatural substances. It's like you're trying to defraud your body, and that has serious consequences. These sugar demons can disrupt your DNA and raise your blood sugar, putting you at high risk for diabetes and obesity. Unfortunately, artificial sugars are in everything from the obvious, like diet soda and sports drinks, to the surprising, like ketchup and toothpaste. But the reason they're my #1 body bankrupter is what they do to your gut. Most people, and even many doctors, don't fully appreciate that you need to have a rock-solid gut to be slim, happy, and healthy. I want you to close your eyes and picture this. You have a 25-foot tube curled up in your body. This massive area is your gut, and inside is your ultimate defense system, 100 trillion bacteria. These bugs are also known as your microbiome. It's like an internal garden with roses, sunflowers, lilies, and lavender. But there are also weeds and pests that vie for power. If these weeds and pests overrun the garden, your body breaks down and every part of you suffers, from your weight and skin to your mood and energy. Well, those nasty artificial sugars are the superfuel for weeds and pests. And before you know it, bam! The weeds and pests binge on these synthetic sugars and overrun your gut by strangling the flowers and poisoning the soil. Your gut becomes like an abandoned house invaded by nature. So when the sugar demon wrecks the delicate balance of your internal garden, it can't do the work for your body it desperately needs. So you're not digesting your food properly, you're not producing hormones efficiently, you're not burning fat effectively, you're not getting rid of those toxins, and most concerning, you may not be able to fight off illnesses because 80% of your immune system is in your gut. Yes, I said 80%. Mind blown, right? Well, unfortunately, the sugar demon doesn't stop there. As you continue to drink diet sodas and sugar-flavored coffees, the artificial sweeteners penetrate deeper and erode the lining of your gut wall. Once that lining breaks down, bacterial toxins leak into your bloodstream. Scientists call this leaky gut. And these toxins can ignite a wildfire throughout your body that can cause so many of your health problems, your weight gain, low energy, blue mood, and that's what ages you more than anything. Look, it's so critical to nourish your gut. Don't contaminate your microbiome with those sugar demons because a healthy life starts with a healthy gut. And that's why I made sure my science-backed method is loaded with gut-healing nutrients that can protect your internal garden and extinguish that raging wildfire. It will also support your immune system and kickstart your weight loss in as little as a week. I'll give you all the details in a moment, but first let's talk about my second body bankrupter, the cortisol crook. This is really tough for me, but I've got to get this off my chest. When the world turned upside down in early 2020, fear grabbed me and wouldn't let go. My mind went on a roller coaster of panic and my fight or flight hormone known as cortisol ran wild. Would my patients be okay? Would my family be okay? Would I be okay? How bad is this going to get? Maybe some of you can relate. You see, when your adrenal glands release cortisol into the bloodstream, this hormone now has access to your entire body. All your cells then absorb the cortisol, which is why stress affects everything. Your mood, your digestion, your blood pressure, your memory, and your weight. Now, cortisol is helpful in short bursts. I mean, it's what gives you that boost of energy to run from or fight off danger. But when your cortisol gets stuck in the on position, it wreaks havoc on your body and can make you downright miserable.
That emotional strain puts all the cells in your body into a chaotic state. See, when your cells are healthy and stress-free, they flow through your body with ease and beauty. They're the right size, the right color, the right shape. Everything is working as it should. Now picture charred glass swishing around in those cells. Those are free radicals that infiltrate your body when you're stressed. And in this chaotic state, your cells are no longer going with the flow. They actually start to attack you from the inside out. They crash and smash into each other, colliding into your tissue, into your DNA, into your fat cells, kind of like a ball in a pinball machine. And the more they bump around, the more supercharged and destructive they'll get. Plus, the cells themselves change. They get damaged and bruised. It's called oxidative stress. And if you don't do something to get those free radicals under control, Well, that's what's going to age you more than anything. Think of that banana I showed you earlier. That bright yellow, beautiful banana. We want to eat that banana because it looks so great. But when we let that banana sit there on our counter for a while, when we ignore it and we don't pay attention to that banana, it becomes more and more brown. That's because that banana is beginning to get oxidized. Oxidized is aging. And we never want oxidation to run rampant in our body because that can fuel your emotional stress even more, leading to poor sleep and dark puffy circles under your eyes. It can even make you stress eat and pack on the pounds, and it can completely wipe out every last ounce of energy you've got left.
And that's precisely what happened to me. The cortisol crook pummeled me and stole my sleep. When I was finally able to fall asleep, I would wake up in a cold sweat with my mind racing and my heart beating out of my chest. And guess how Dr. Kellyann reacted? I started eating. Boy, did I. My cravings were uncontrollable because that cortisol was in overdrive. Yep, things I rarely eat, I was shoveling into my mouth, and I gained weight. You see, cortisol increases your appetite and drives you to crave sugar and fats. As a result, you dive headfirst into that bowl of ice cream or hoard popcorn like a squirrel. These so-called comfort foods give you a quick rush of feel-good chemicals, but that doesn't last, does it? No. High-fat, high-carb snacks fill you up for a hot second and then you crash with feelings of shame and guilt. You ever been through that? The cortisol crook can be relentless, making you feel crazy like you're on the hamster wheel of hell, but it's not your fault. Your body is trying to protect you. So much so, it takes all those extra calories, turns them into fat, and stores it right here deep in your belly as a backup source of fuel. This biological response is left over from the hunter-gatherer days when humans couldn't always find food in long winters so that they could live off of their fat stores. But in today's world, you don't need to live off of your fat. In fact, it's incredibly dangerous because this visceral fat accumulates around your abdominal organs, which has been linked to cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, asthma, and dementia. And here's the really terrifying part. Even if you're at a healthy weight, you can accumulate lethal amounts of hidden fat. So you have to be careful and do everything you can to keep your cortisol and cravings in check. What helped me knock out the cortisol crook? Well, I turned fear into action by showing more gratitude and helping to serve patients as much as I could to stay healthy and well. I also got back on track and used my proven technique to crush my cravings, lose those quarantine pounds, and get that restorative sleep. As I started to feel better, my cortisol levels returned to a healthy level. I felt calmer and less fearful. I'll reveal the secret behind my mood makeover in just a minute. Now that you know about the sugar demon and the cortisol crook, it's time to divulge my last body bankrupter. I call it the blue light bandit. Did you know that looking at your phone for just 1 hour in the evening can break down your skin's protective outer barrier, leaving the surface of your face totally vulnerable to toxins and bacteria? Just 1 hour. You're probably wondering, how is this even possible? I mean, we've been told that cell phones and other smart devices are safe, right? Well, there's a dark side to this flickering artificial light, known as blue light. Before I issue my warning, I think we'd all agree life with screens is not changing anytime soon. Look, I love binge watching my favorite shows and checking out Instagram too, so I promise I'm not going to tell you you have to ditch your phone or quit social media. But I am going to share with you information big tech doesn't want you to know and how to best protect yourself. Here's the bottom line. The blue light from screens is so strong it can damage your DNA and degrade your collagen. Loss of collagen is the root of aging because when your collagen breaks down, the wrinkles and saggy skin set in. And those signs of aging don't want to leave. Think of your skin cells as healthy, bouncy balls. And as you age, your cells lose their bounce and get tired and flabby. As a result, your skin matrix becomes weak, which rapidly accelerates the formation of wrinkles, brown spots, redness, sagging skin, and puffy eyes. But don't worry. Thankfully, there's a science-backed way to plump up your skin. I'll fill you in on all the details shortly. Stay with me here a moment, because first, you must hear about the other dire consequence of blue light. Not only can blue light harm your skin and age you like wildfire, but it also can affect one of the most important things your body needs to stay slim, youthful, and healthy: sleep. Blue light messes with your melatonin, an essential hormone that helps you get a good night's rest. If you're not sleeping well, your mind, body, and skin can't restore and repair themselves. By throwing your biological clock out of whack, blue light makes it harder for you to fall asleep and stay asleep. One jaw-dropping study showed exposure to blue light caused people to wake up as many as 8 times during the night. No, thank you. That's why poor sleep can sabotage your weight loss goals big time. Consistent loss of Z's will pack on extra pounds and raise your risk of diabetes and heart disease. Another study with 1,600 adults found that people who slept 6 hours a night had more belly fat than those who slept for 9 hours. Additional research showed that those exposed to more bright light at night are hungrier and produce less insulin, making them fatter and increasing the risk for diabetes. So, if you want to see those numbers go down on the scale and stay down, if you want fewer wrinkles and firmer skin, you gotta get some good rest. Now you know why they call it beauty sleep. Even so, I'm not giving up my blue light devices, and you don't have to either. But I do recommend putting away your phone an hour before bed so you can power down your own system. I'm also going to give you a seamless way to protect you from the damage caused by blue light. My easy breezy method will tighten, tone, and give your skin that effervescent glow, and it's going to help you get a good snooze. This technique is so awesome, even the game show Jeopardy featured it. Yes, Jeopardy! What is? I'll tell you the answer in just a moment. When I told my patients about these body bankrupters, naturally, they were eager to avoid them. But what they really wanted to hear was, what can I do to blast the bloat, peel off the pounds, wipe out the wrinkles, and have tiger blood energy? It's simple. You just need the right tools in your toolbox, and I'm going to show you the hammer. Through extensive research, I uncovered 3 nutritional gold mines that will help you slim down, perk up, and live the longest, happiest life possible. They will heal your gut, support your immune system, and make you a lean, mean, fat-fighting machine, or what I like to call a natural fat burner. It all starts with high-powered clean protein. We're not just talking about a hunk of meat. Your body needs protein to enliven your cells, build muscle, repair joints, boost your metabolism, and crush your cravings. Remember how the stress hormone cortisol can spark endless hunger pains? Well, high-powered clean protein can free you from raiding the snack cabinet. Do you ever get that afternoon slump? Like you could take a nap, but you're too cranky? High-powered clean protein is going to revive you. It's going to satisfy your hunger pains and prevent the crash and those hangry fits. It can also help you eat less at dinner because it'll help keep you sustained for hours. Not only does high-powered clean protein kick your cravings to the curb, but it also keeps you strong and toned as you age. And it all comes down to building and maintaining muscle. This is so important because you naturally lose muscle and bone density as you age. And here's the great news. Protein is the building blocks of your muscles, so eating the right kind in the precise amount helps you strengthen and tone. No flipping tires or box jumps required. Protein also strengthens bones and joints because it increases absorption of calcium. As I'm sure you know, calcium is key to improving your bone density and decreasing the risks of fractures. So please, my friends, reboot your bones and strengthen your muscles with high-powered, clean protein. It's one of my top defenses against aging. But that wasn't enough for my patients or me. I needed a protein that could also tackle lifeless skin and leaky gut. A protein that could repair and smooth out wrinkles, fine lines, and give you fuller cheeks without Botox or fillers. A protein that could heal the gut and restore the balance of your microbiome. Are you ready to hear my biggest anti-aging secret? It's my number 2 nutritional goldmine, high-potency hydrolyzed collagen. If you aren't familiar with collagen, well, you need to be, because it's the glue that holds your body together. 30% of your body's protein is collagen, and right now, you're losing it. Starting at age 25, you produce less and less every year. 1 to 2% less. As a result, your skin sags, your hair thins and loses its bounce and shine. Your fingernails become dry and brittle. Your joints ache more often, and your gut suffers. Looking and feeling 10 years older than you are does not have to be your destiny. In fact, All Answer shares age-old question. Yes, you can turn back time with the help of high-potency hydrolyzed collagen. It's like Spanx for your face. It lifts you up, it tightens and tones, and gives you that luminous glow. Those deflated skin cells I talked about earlier, well, collagen is going to plump them up. No needles required. Maybe you've heard about cosmetic companies adding collagen to their skincare lines. They claim it's anti-aging, but the truth is, it's a con. Most people don't know that collagen molecules are too big to be absorbed through the skin, which means those creams can't provide much in the way of results. You have to have it in the right form to experience lasting effects. Here's some other insider info about collagen. It has a secret weapon. When you cook it, collagen transforms into gelatin, and the benefits are next level. The gelatin I'm talking about is nothing like that bright yellow Jell-O salad that your Aunt Sue brought to Thanksgiving. This is a pure, direct from the source, the really good stuff. Gelatin is an essential gut-healing nutrient. Remember how I told you a healthy weight, a robust immune system, and a positive mood all come down to a rock-solid gut? Well, gelatin is one of the best repairing foods for your gut. Gelatin protects your stomach and intestines from those weeds and pests that cause leaky gut and other dangerous digestive issues. It soothes the gut like what aloe vera does for a sunburn. It heals and seals, nourishes and restores. Cook Collagen is the ultimate gift in self-care because if you want a healthy life, you must have a healthy gut. And the plan I'm going to get you started on today will do just that and so much more, but it requires one more critical amino acid. Don't worry, because the smart eating tactic I'm about to reveal will flood health-boosting, body-beautifying nutrients into your system without the hassle of keeping a food diary, weighing your portions, or any cooking whatsoever. I'm talking about my last nutritional goldmine, the anti-aging amino acid glycine. This mighty amino acid is in both gelatin and hydrolyzed collagen. Glycine is a genuine triple threat. Number 1, sleep boosting. Number 2, gut healing. And number 3, toxin fighting. By now you know I'm a huge advocate of getting beauty sleep, and glycine is the perfect natural antidote. Glycine works by helping you fall into a deeper sleep faster, and my patients agree. They tell me that they're less tired after using glycine and have more mental clarity the following day. I can also see dramatic improvements in my patient's skin because they're finally getting that beautiful restorative slumber so their skin can repair itself, plump up, fight off acne and other skin conditions. Glycine is also a wonder agent for extinguishing the wildfire that can spread around your body. As a researcher and a doctor with over 20 years of experience, I've helped tens of thousands of patients smother that fire with glycine. Because trust me, you won't hit those toned weight loss goals if your body is ablazing. Now, let me ask you a question. Ever have one too many? Ever overindulge on vacation margaritas or champagne at your best friend's wedding? Well, glycine is the building block of glutathione, one of the body's most potent detoxifying agents. This tiny but mighty amino acid helps your kidneys and liver remove all those damaging toxins from your body. Nutrients in, toxins out. The problem is when you're flooding your body with crap like artificial sugars and processed foods, your cells can become more like a swamp. You want your cells to flow like a river. Glycine cleans out your cells and transforms them from sluggish to supercharged. When you flush out those cells, your body will work for you and not against you. You'll finally look in the mirror and see a leaner, slimmer you. I remember when my patient Tina said to me, "Dr. Kellyann, it's crazy, but I feel like my insides are getting cleaner, and all of a sudden that stubborn weight that wouldn't come off, gone." Tina's body hit the compost button and activated her cells renewal. And here's the added bonus. When the pounds come off, you're not going to look stringy or flabby or what I like to call skinny fat because glycine helps you lose all of that stored fat and keep that fabulous muscle. I'm sure you're ready to hear how Tina and hundreds of thousands of people have reshaped their health, lost weight, and erased years off of their skin with one nutrient-packed punch. It saved my life, and now it can save yours. I call it liquid gold because it contains all 3 nutritional gold mines: high-powered protein, high-potency collagen, and anti-aging glycine. Well, what am I talking about here? It's bone broth. Simple, yet massively powerful. And I found a way you can easily take bone broth with you wherever you go. More on that in a moment. But first, for those of you who haven't heard of this magical elixir, bone broth is made by simmering chicken and beef bones for hours to release precious vitamins, minerals, collagen, gelatin, and glycine. Some of you may be saying, why would I spend time cooking soup when I can just pop open a can and heat it in the microwave? Well, bone broth is nothing like that red and white canned soup you can get at the grocery store. That stuff is loaded with sodium, MSG, sugar, and worst of all, the hormone disruptor BPA. Unlike chemical-filled canned soup, bone broth is one of the purest, oldest healing and anti-aging foods on the planet. In ancient Greece, Hippocrates, the father of medicine, used bone broth on his patients suffering from digestive problems. In Victorian hospitals, bone broth was a staple food for those recovering from sickness, and it's why grandmothers around the world serve it up to make you feel better. Sadly, bone broth was removed from modern-day living, and we've paid a hefty price with our growing waistlines, wrinkled skin, and deflated energy. Remember, I found bone broth a couple of years into my 40s after my energy took a faceplant and my weight skyrocketed. This liquid gold saved my life. It smoothed out my wrinkles, banished the bloat, and replenished my energy, but I still felt like there was more to be done. So I came up with a way to use bone broth and intermittent fasting. And after some trial and error, I discovered the results were 10x. Rapid weight loss, incredible skin, stronger bones, and a healthier gut in just 21 days. The results were so incredible, the world took notice, and the bone broth revolution began. My New York Times best-selling book, The Bone Broth Diet, pierced the stratosphere because people wanted a simple, delicious way to get back their sexy figure, radiant skin, and thick, shiny hair. Dr. Oz called me countless times.
You get amino acids, you get calcium, you get collagen. So here's what I recommend. Have some of this bone broth with your meals. You're going to eat less and you're still going to get that nutrition.
Good Morning America also wanted in on the bone broth action.
I'm just sitting here hanging out with my dear friend, Kellyann. We're having bone broth breakfast.
And here's my favorite part. It helps you become what I call a natural fat burner. And that's because you are eating less carbs as you're sipping on this. So you start burning fat, right? And you know what kind of, and this kind of fat, here, you know, those places we want it gone, that's what it does.
I even made Jeopardy!
Dr. Kellyann says you shed pounds and wrinkles with this alliterative stock made from short ribs or a chicken carcass.
Celebrities like Gwyneth Paltrow, Shailene Woodley, Selma Hayek, Laura Prepon, and Halle Berry all jumped on the bone broth bandwagon. Tens of thousands following my bone broth diet experienced incredible transformations.
Within the first 21 days, I lost 14 pounds, 6 inches around my waist, and my skin. I really have that glow like I did when I was pregnant.
I am almost finished with my 21 days and am down 9 pounds. This is without exercising. I didn't realize that bone broth is so good. I'm sleeping a lot better, my skin looks better, I have more energy.
I'm thrilled my 21-day plan has worked so well for so many, but I found following a strict diet and fasting, it's not for everyone. I had to figure out another way. I firmly believe that even just adding 2 cups of bone broth a day can jumpstart your weight loss efforts, begin to smooth and brighten your skin, help nourish your gut, boost your energy and mood, and support your immune system. I love making my own liquid gold, buying the bones and slow cooking them for up to 24 hours, but not everyone has the interest or the time. My patients wanted an easy, quick way to get that high-powered protein, age-defying collagen, and gut-healing glycine. So I scoured the market for the best pre-made bone broth. And I have to say, I was disappointed. Some brands had too much sodium. Others used lower quality bones. The protein wasn't high enough or the carbs weren't low enough. I finally said, Kellyann, you've been on a mission to help people since you were a child. Now it's time to step up and fly. So I created Dr. Kellyan's Bone Broth, a super low-carb, low-calorie, and zero-sugar nutrient powerhouse loaded with all 3 of my nutritional gold mines. And it's all packed into a delicious and potent powder. My bone broth packets are so easy because they allow you to enjoy a fit, healthy lifestyle while you're on the go or traveling. Just add 10 to 12 ounces of hot water, and voila! My liquid gold also includes one of the highest amounts of protein of any bone broth I've ever seen. Yep, 15 grams. That's almost 3 eggs, but without any of the bad stuff. And remember that fairy dust I mentioned earlier? Well, once you get your cravings under control with bone broth, you'll be able to selectively, consciously enjoy some of your favorite fairy dust foods like chocolate cake or even pasta. That's another reason why I'm so in love with bone broth. It really is the map to get you back on track. It's going to transport you into transformation. So start your day with a cup for revitalized energy. When you start to feel that afternoon slump, instead of grabbing chips or a cookie, sip on bone broth for a healthy pick-me-up. Don't be surprised when you eat less dinner because of bone broth's impressive ability to keep your hunger at bay. And if you're having trouble sleeping, drink a cup an hour before you go to bed and you'll see what a difference it makes. Now, to achieve the best weight loss results, I do encourage you to eat as healthy as you can. Bone broth isn't going to crush the pounds if you're munching on pizza and guzzling pop every night. But honestly, you're not going to want to because bone broth is so filling and so delicious. It's going to satisfy your taste buds and your soul. Now, I want you to know that I went to great lengths to find the absolute best, most premium ingredients for you, including 100% grass-fed hydrolyzed collagen. It's the form of collagen that allows your body to absorb and reap even more bone broth benefits, like stronger bones, better mobility. You'll have less muscle soreness, plumper and smoother skin, and a rock-solid gut, which, of course, leads to a stronger, more efficient immune system. All of these life-changing benefits conveniently packaged and ready for you to take anywhere. It can be yours today. I recommend that everyone start with my 21-day bone broth kit. That's 42 packs of delicious bone broth. Based on my patients' successes, you're going to see the most transformative results drinking 2 cups a day for 3 weeks. Usually, 21 days of my grass-fed hydrolyzed collagen bone broth loaded with protein and glycine costs more than $400. But I'm thrilled to let you in on something really exclusive here, a special introductory offer for new members of my DKA squad. Order my 21-day bone broth kit right now, and you'll pay only $168, a savings of more than 60%. My liquid gold will invigorate your body with hundreds of essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that have been perfectly combined to specifically help you crush your cravings and give your skin that radiant glow in just 3 weeks. In fact, I'm so confident this is going to turn your life around just like it did for me, that I also want to give you the opportunity to try it for 2 weeks for a real steal. This is your chance to get 14 days of bone broth for just $112 plus $5 shipping and handling. That's 28 luxurious cups of bone broth that will warm you from your nose to your toes. And I'm so sure you're going to love my bone broth. I'm offering something unheard of in the health food industry. If for any reason at all you aren't delighted with the results in the first 90 days, contact my customer service team. Like me, they want only the best for you. So if you aren't 100% happy, they will refund your order, no questions asked. But I know that's not going to happen. Now get this, I'm 100% positive my bone broth will make such a profound difference in your health that I want to give you the opportunity to try it for 1 week at a fraction of the price. Because you've stayed with me, I'm giving you the chance to try 7 days of bone broth for just $56 plus $5 shipping and handling. All you got to do is add water. When you order today, whether it's 7, 14, or 21 days of bone broth, I'm also going to send you an incredible thank you gift. Free access to my critically acclaimed, celebrity-backed digital bone broth diet e-course. This includes a 45-part video series containing interactive online guides, cooking demos, inspirational emails, ebooks, and webinars to keep you on track with the DKA everyday lifestyle, like the hundreds of thousands who have already joined my squad. Valued at $97, it's all free to you instantly when you purchase any of the bone broth kit options. I mean it. My fantastic team will email you a special link to all the videos within minutes of placing your order. This is a tried and true and smart, healthy way to get your life back on track. There's no better time to show your body the love it deserves than right now. So are you ready to find out what hundreds of thousands of people are raving about? I thought so. Go ahead and click the big Next Step button below to check our inventory and lock in this special price if it's still available. I know Julie, Ross, and Rhonda are so happy they did.
It's really just an incredible plan. It's something that works in your real life. And I travel. I have 3 kids. I have a crazy job. This makes it easier. Because if I'm not swollen and I'm not red and I'm not frustrated and I'm not tired and my stomach doesn't hurt, well, then it's easier to be a good mom and it's easier to be a good employee and it's easier to travel. Your whole life becomes easier, but you just got to give it a chance.
I lost 26 pounds in about 2.5 months and had to buy all new pants. I just had my annual physical. My back doesn't hurt and my knees and my hips don't hurt anymore.
My gut was healed and I walk without pain. I can go up and down stairs. I said my skin looks much better than it did. Drinking bone broth changes your life. It makes you feel like you can live another 50 years, 100 years. I get emotional because it's life-changing. I don't know what I don't know where I would be without knowing about the bone broth. It's a lot. Thank you.
No, thank you, Julie, Ross, and Rhonda. You are the reason I do this. So don't wait any longer. To lock in my exceptional introductory price, click the Next Step button to join the bone broth revolution now. As I've said, I drink at least 2 cups of bone broth every single day. It's the only way I can stay fit, wrinkle-free, energized, and young at heart. That's my secret weapon to aging in reverse. Speaking of aging, as the saying goes, a lady never reveals her age. But I did make a promise, so I'll tell you this. I'm older than 50 and much younger than 60. And I have bone broth to thank because it's as close as you can get to the fountain of youth. So just click the big Next Step button below to get your 3, 2, or 1 week's worth of bone broth. You've literally got nothing to lose, well, except for wrinkles, saggy skin, and dark circles under your eyes. And oh, so much to gain, like glowing skin, restored energy, smoother digestion, and a fast track to a whole new you. This really is your transport to transformation. I want you to visualize yourself 21 days from now and what your after photo will look like. You're going to slide right into your favorite pair of jeans again. And when someone pulls out their cell phone to snap a picture, you're going to want to be front and center instead of hiding. It's never too late, no matter what your age or your weight. Besides, you now have me on your team to help you through this with ease and grace, and my goal is 100% success. That's right, I came here to slay. So decide, commit, and go. Get your life back. It's time to feel healthy, young, and sexy again. It's time to stop feeling overweight, tired, and invisible. You are not invisible and you matter. I want you to feel awake, alive, and heard. Know that you're worth it and fall in love with you. So here's to elevating you to the highest place you can go. Let's fly together. To continue, just click the big Next Step button below, because I promise you'll be so glad you did. So, here's my big Italian kiss. Love you all. Mwah! Ciao bella.
And one of these fruits has a cautionary tale to tell. And it's not pretty, but you need to hear it.